guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new here, my name is Jen and I love all things color. We're going to be talking about a beautiful looking palette, the Natasha Denona's Love Face palette. Oh, is that glitter? Sorry. Okay, anyways, this is a brand new release and there was a little bit of like hullabaloo around the palette because it wasn't supposed to release, but some website dropped it like a month earlier, and then some few influencers got it. I don't know how they find all this, but they did snag it and they bought it, they got it, they reviewed it, they demoed it, and it wasn't exciting at all. To be honest, they were disappointed and I was disappointed to watch the demo and everything, and the pictures look completely different, so I had to buy it and see for myself because this palette of hers, I'm obsessed. I'm embarrassed to show you guys, but look at the state of it. Look at the state of it. It is such a well-loved palette, and I have never made such a deep dent. Oh, this just won't open. In a palette, in a cream blush before. Look at that. I've never made such a dent in cream blush before, and a highlighter too. It's insane. Such a stunning palette. This is in the shade Deep. So yep, this is kind of the same concept but different color story. You can see it's a Valentine's Day, supposed to launch for Valentine's Day, maybe because it's called Love Face palette, but it did not. Maybe because of that confusion, she ended up launching it a little bit later, I guess. So yep, this is a beautiful face palette. It looks stunning, right? I fell in love with it the moment I saw it. That's why even after those demos, disappointing demos that I saw, I had to get it and see for myself. So this is what it looks like. This is retails for the same price, $62. And let me see where this is made. This is made, hang on, I'm not able to find where it's made, but let me say not tested on animals, paraben free, alcohol free, preservative free, mineral oil free, UV filters free, D5 free. I think it's like the 5, like paraben and some stuff. Nano materials free. Let's see where it's made. Made in Italy. I think this one is also made in Italy. The face palette, the first face palette that she launched, I don't know. Yes, that's made in Italy too. It says here at the back. So anyways, let's quickly do swatches, and I'm already done. I'm already done. I'm sorry, I just did not have the time to do a demo, but I will kind of show you guys what it looks like on the cheek, especially the cheek products. So let's quickly get through the swatches, and then I'll do a quick demo on the cheeks and show you guys what it looks like, but maybe not the eyes because I already have it done, and I will talk about the pros and cons. So let's get started. If you like these kinds of videos, definitely give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. I mean, come on, what's going on? And then hit the super thanks button if you really find all of my videos useful. I think I'll really appreciate that. And yep, let's get started. I have all of them swatched. Hang on, let me get my scrunchie out. Oh, this matte eyeshadow, I'm sorry, it's just like the bones and my knuckles are kind of making it weird, but unbelievably smooth, insanely pigmented, and so easily buildable and blendable and whatnot. This is what I have on my eyes. This depth you see in both eyes, that's what it is. It just, I was really like I gasped the way it blended, because usually these shadows take a little bit of blending. Next is this baby pink. It looks so white, like almost like a white pink. I have to say, it's not that bad on the lids at all. It creates a very beautiful brightening effect, and really when you mix this with any of the pink shade, it creates a beautiful purpley pinky look, which is distinctly different from This one also looks kind of like, obviously it's not pink, it's more of a peachy tone, right? And you'd think that, no, this guy and this guy would be a little bit similar, kind of like, yeah, but no, they look, especially when you mix this magenta shade with this guy, it creates a very distinctly purple look. I don't know if you can see the difference. This side is the purple look and this side is a peach look. I did two different looks and they are very different in person. I don't know what it looks like in the video, but they look very, very distinctly different in person. And I think you can create a lot of different eye looks with just these 5 colors, just because the colors are so richly pigmented and they're so different. They might look kind of like the same color family maybe, but no, they are very distinctly different colors. So I guess I swatched all 4 mattes, and this is that glitter shade. It kind of almost feels like a pillow. It's not like, and it looks like the glitter moves around because you just saw it's still right there. It's embarrassing, but yeah, the glitter moves around a little bit, so maybe use a glitter glue as a base. I'm sorry guys, I have a really bad cold and it just feels awful, but I had to come here and talk about this beauty. So yeah, so the mattes are incredible. The eyeshadows, all 5 of them are just pretty fantastic, I have to say. And I was really happy that usually like mid-tone shades with similar color story, this also has kind of some amount of pink, I'm sure, and I thought these two might kind of look the same on the eyes, but no, they are actually very different, and I really like all the mattes. So they were very effortless to blend and everything. So that's the eyeshadows definitely fall in the pros category, not in the cons at all. Okay, let's talk the blushes, and then I'll quickly do like a demonstration. Now I know it kind of looks I was kind of similar to the magenta, right? I was really expecting this to be like this, and that would have been so fantastic, but unfortunately when you get it on your hand it looks much lighter, and when you swatch it and make it even, look at that, you can see that white base. No, no, we can't have white base on the cheeks. Sorry guys, it's just some mascara, I think. You cannot have that on the cheeks. That's what I have on my cheeks today, to be honest. And oh, there's this protective layer, which I'm trying to look at my face, and this protective layer is still here. Let me get that out. The video kind of flatters it, I feel, but in person it does not look good at all, guys. It looks like I have a layer of very like white blush. It's not like stark white, but it's not white at all. Let me quickly tell you what it feels like after hours of wear too, because I've had this makeup on for a while. And that is the highlighter. The highlighter does not look very, very pale in the pan. Look at that, it looks quite yellow, right? It's almost like a champagne gold, but it on the skin it actually is pretty light. The inner corner highlighter that you see, which is almost silvery, right, is actually the highlighter, and look at that brow bone highlight, which is so silvery. That is the same highlighter. It's like so silvery, look at it. It's yeah, so long story short, both the cheek products are much darker in the pan, but they're actually very light, and they're not meant for dark skin. I promise you that they're not meant for dark skin. I'm gonna quickly kind of like show you what this looks on like a denser brush. I'm just using like a dense brush for the blush. I'll quickly show it to you here. That's what it looks like. Look how weird that looks against my complexion. It like my complexion has a lot of yellow in it, and look how weird that looks. It looks so awful, I have to say. This video for some reason kind of makes it look better. I don't know, I think it does. So I'm just, it is pigmented, I have to say. You don't have, you don't need much. You don't need much. It just lacks depth. So I'm just going to put this on the cheek. Look at that. I don't really wear a lot of makeup bases. I don't use foundation, or I don't pack a lot of powder or anything like that, or concealer, thing like that. So there's nothing to move. But when I saw the reviews of some influencers, I thought they said that it moves the product around the blush. So I did not see experience that, because I just don't wear a makeup base. I just wear sunscreen and then set the sunscreen powder, and that is it. So that's what it looks like. Look at that. You can see that white base coming through, and I quickly want to show you the highlighter. Highlighter, I have to say, be careful with the highlighter, because it will give you a white cast if you put more than one layer. I already have a layer on top. I'm gonna put this on. Look at that. White cast. White cast. The second layer gives me a white cast. I barely put, like, you can see that white. This side I don't even have 2 layers of highlighter, but you can see how like white it looks here. Silvery white. It's just not meant for dark skin at all, I have to say. So the longevity of the blush is not that long either, I have to say, because when I put this makeup on, I put this on like 2 hours ago, and yeah, it looked kind of weird, but I could still see the pink look. But when I came here to, to make the video, I basically just saw that white base in the blush, and the pink, whatever little pink there was in the blush was just not there. It kind of looked almost ashy, kind of. I don't know, it's so weird. This palette has a lot of potential. I love the color story, I love everything about it, but just such a waste of potential. Just a wrong shades. I'm just setting my face with powder. I'm using the Laura Geller powder. Has so much potential, and it was just wasted. She could have just picked a darker color. Did not need to be very, very dark. Just like a medium dark pink. Really. Okay, so all in all, it's a negative for me. It's a flop, I would say. I would not say get the palette for just the 5 eyeshadows, because I think Natasha Denona has a lot of eyeshadows with this color story right now on the market, so you don't need to get this per se, right? And I think she also has other cheek palettes with a pink color story. Maybe try those. I'm not sure. She did come with a Love Cheek palette with glittery highlighter some time ago, maybe 2 years ago. Maybe try that. I'm not sure if it's still out there in the market, but this guy, skip it for sure. This is going back, maybe. I don't know. I'm not really sure, but just putting these on was just not, these two on was just not enjoyable at all. And the texture of the blush is kind of has a silicone slip to it, the dry slip. For sure, it has a dry slip. This guy, the Glam Face palette, the cheek blush, this is more cream. This just feels like a cream, to be honest. Does not have the dry slip. Maybe it does, but not as much as this guy, the Love Cheek palette. This just feels very slippery, and as it blends into the skin, it kind of like has a dry slip, which is, I think, is good, because silicones really like make that blending easy. It kind of like blurs the skin, so I guess, which is not bad. That's not a negative, to be honest. That's just an observation. So yeah, but the cheek palettes are just like very, very hard to work with, and this palette is just not meant for dark skin at all. I'm not even sure about tan skin, and the highlighter is just like for lighter skin tones, to be honest. Much lighter skin tones, like very silvery So yeah, more than I would like to put more than one layer of, like, you see that white cast. I would like to put more than one layer of highlighter for sure. The it doesn't have glitter. The highlighter is very thin and very glass like on the skin, but still look at that cast. So yeah, it's a no for me. I really hope this video was helpful. Let me know down below if you're getting it or if you already got it, and if what your thoughts on this product. I would love to hear. Come say hi, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye.